Hi guys, Sensei here. I just started on my little podcast, and as an up and coming podcaster, not with not much resources, I decided to use Anchor. It's totally free, completely free. I also like the fact that they have creation tools on there. I don't have to have that software readily, but they have that creation tool on there where it lets you edit from your phone, or computer, and it's also they upload it for free, absolutely free to your Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. Try out Anchor FM, free.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is March 31st, last day of the month. April turned the calendar. We're about to get that out, writers. However, let's talk about other things today. Phil Spencer tweeted out his seventh year with the company and how he turned it around. I will talk about that. I'll share my thoughts on that. I also tweeted out, what do you guys think about Games with Gold coming out for April? Man, do I got some reactions on that? We'll talk about that and my thoughts on that. As well as my green screen came in, the adventures continue with my podcast. So we'll talk about that as well. I'm excited, guys. But thank you for joining episode number 8. Come talk. Let's go. All right, let's get this show started. I cannot wait to talk about what I want to talk about. That green screen is crazy. But listen. Phil Spencer, the great Phil Spencer. I know that's weird. But he tweeted out today. This was let's see, about 11 this morning by 11:22 a.m. Eastern time. He tweeted, "Crazy to think it's been 7 years. Couldn't be more proud of the team, what they've learned and what they've accomplished over the years. Lots more to do. Thanks for all your support and feedback from the community." That's us, guys, the community. Uh, I really do appreciate all the positive energy, guys. I love, I love that. We went through, we went through a rough patch, right? I've been on Xbox since classic big old black box VCR days. And no, not the one. I'm talking about the one, the classic, the one that brought the Halo to our world. Um, but he tweeted this out, and the first thing I thought was, it's been our pleasure to be on this ship. I guess it's been one of those journeys that we went through a lot. I mean, we had games on the one, we did the One X, we had games, we enjoyed what we had there. We wanted more exclusives, of course we wanted more exclusives, but thinking about the long term goal and what Phil's always talking about, I think he's always, and I feel that he's always thinking long term goals. And when he started, he took over the ship to right the ship. It's not something you can do overnight. This is a lot that went down in that generation. So, to right the ship took a while. So these last 7 years, I mean, we took a lot of it on the chin, from the PlayStation community. We all know that, the fanboys. Took a lot of chin with the no exclusive. You don't have this, you don't have that. Listen, I played as many exclusives on Xbox that I could, and I enjoyed a lot of them. Let's not talk about Crackdown, Gears of War, Halo. I played a bunch of these, you know, exclusives, and I enjoyed them just like I did on the other side as well with the PlayStation. Enjoyed them, but what Phil has done in this generation, this brand new Series X generation, he's been planning this since he took over. This right here is his dream. This was his whole goal, was to create something that the fans, the community of the Xbox world wanted. This is it. The quick resume, man, the FPS boost. I can't talk about it enough. I gush over when I talk about it. Yes, I'm a fanboy when it comes to Xbox, but not one of those toxic ones, man. I would love and always love what Phil Spencer's doing, what he did, what he has done, and what he's gonna do with the Xbox. The Xbox this time around. But rest assured, I'm also gonna criticize some things on the Xbox, But for now, the criticism goes to the side. We're talking about 7 years, what Phil has done. I am grateful for what he's done and for the ears that he's provided in his company with the people that surrounds him, and providing that feedback that they took and they implemented in the gaming world. I mean, they care and respect about the legacy titles and the money we've invested in the digital world or hard copy world for those who collect. Kudos to you guys, man. That's a great thing you guys do there for collecting still. My hat goes out to you guys. I stopped doing hard copy a long time ago, went digital, but the fact that the legacy program exists at the Xbox world, and that I can be able to just play my games from the last generation and the generation before that, and not have to worry about they're about to close us down. I can't play these games anymore. That's a great feeling, even for a person who who has digital games. Man, I got over 600, 700 games digitally. And that I know that I can just press A on any one of those and it's gonna play just because it's gonna play. That's kudos to Phil and his team. Jason and that architecture they put in this box. They thought from day one these games have to play with no hitch. They just have to play. This has to do with the architecture you put in there. This has to do with the cloud-based service they have. This has to do with everything. And today we have a product that we put in our hand and we're excited about it. We're enjoying it. We're going, yes, let's do this. So to you, Phil Spencer, I know you may not be listening to this podcast, but hopefully one day you will. I plan to make this big. But to you, Mr. Phil Spencer, I tip my hat. Thank you for the 7 years of service you've done with the Xbox. Thank you for listening to the community. I think I speak for a lot, or at least for the followers I have on my side of things, but we appreciate everything and anything you've done for this community. And we appreciate you understanding and still listening to this community to make it bigger, better, and grander. We know those games are coming. You keep doing what you're doing, and we'll keep loving what you do, man. That's what we do. All right. That's Phil Spencer. Let me know what you guys think in Twitter world, but that's what I think about that tweet right there. Thank you, Mr. Phil Spencer. All right. Let me move on to a more I think it's a sensitive topic with the community, and this is what I meant about we will criticize when we need to criticize, and some of us don't like the criticism when it comes to what we got. Now, I put out a question out there earlier. I think it was yesterday. I tweeted out, what do you guys think about the games for gold this month? I believe we got Dark Void, and let me look at what we got here. I'll tell you the truth. Give me a second here. Let me take a look at my Twitter. See what games came out here. Dark Void was one of them. There was like 2 360 games. That's always 2 360 games. And then you have your Xbox One games that are going to be on there. Look, listen, guys, I can't find it right now, but this is my thing with that, man. For those who are saying you're entitled, and for those who are saying stop crying, listen, and this is my thoughts on it. You have your opinion, I have mine. My opinion is this. I work damn hard for my money, and I put money into this thing, and I expect return on it. So, yes, do I sound like I'm whining? Yes. Do I sound like I'm entitled? Those are opinions. And to me, it's like, should I be entitled for something? Of course. Gaming is something I want in my life. And just because, it's free, technically it wasn't, because we paid for the gold program. We paid for that gold program. I believe at the time it was $60 for the whole year. We paid for that gold program before the Game Pass came about. And now we have a different value in Game Pass, obviously giving us bangers, as the other community calls them, bangers. We keep getting that in classics and AA's and independent games in the Game Pass Ultimate Edition. But I still want good games in Game Pass. I mean, in the games for gold. I still want good games. That doesn't necessarily mean, here we go. We got Game Pass. We got GPU. Let's just not care about what they put out on the games for gold side. Look, I'm not going to sit here and, yes, they're free. I'm not going to be ungrateful about it. I'm still going to download them and have them in my thing, in my hard drive. But at the same time, come on, man. You don't go to a buffet and pay for something and go, I want trash. Not to say these games are trash, but they're not games you're going to play. Whether you download them or not for free, wouldn't you want better? Or at least, at the very least, here's what I thought. I thought maybe, just maybe, what they can do is with the games for with gold program, keep it around, because I still want that around. But vamp it up or revamp it, reskin it, do something like where there's games coming out of games, the Game Pass Ultimate, those games that drop out when they tell you, look, this is leaving in about 2 weeks. Here's your opportunity to keep playing it, buy it for 10% off, or go ahead and those games right there, they should just go rotate them and put them for games with gold. Let that be the games for gold, and you could pick from that. It could be one out of the 4 they put out there, or it could be all 4 of them, or whatever combination you look at. But that's my idea when it comes to the games with gold. Maybe they should do that. What do you guys think? Let me know. Tweet me out, and don't get angry at me, guys. It's just my thoughts, and my opinion. Just say, I respect everybody else's, and everybody has their opinion. But entitled, yes, I am entitled. It is Xbox, for God's sakes. But I'm excited. The last thing I want to talk about, which is this is the one. Hey guys, I know you saw my pictures I put out there, and maybe you guys saw my story, but my green screen came in. Listen, guys, when that thing came in, it came in such a small package, and I'm thinking, wow, this is not going to cover what I need. for the ideas that I have in my head. And let me tell you, when I took it out, it came like in a pouch, a zipper pouch, and I unzipped it. Pause. I unzipped it, and I took it out the pouch. It started off like a circular tiny thing. The moment the moment I opened it up, that thing unraveled like a, I don't know if you ever seen one of those goofballs where with a tent or something where they take something out and it just gets like it all unravels and it gets big and it smacks him in the face. Listen, I was a meme about 2 hours ago. That thing opened up and popped up, and then just everything in my room got hit by it. Luckily, my TV's okay, but everything in the room got hit by it. And my wife is telling me, "Where is that gonna fit?" I go, "Hey, in my podcast world, it'll fit anywhere. That's what I'm doing. That's my dream." But it's happening. I got the green screen, so now I can start doing the things I want to put together, and these ideas are now going to start looking like no longer in my head and images in my head or on paper. Now they're going to come as a reality. So I just got to put them together now, and I'm hoping that I can work on this weekend and do something. Because there is a thing called life that gets in the way sometimes, but that is beside the case. But I did get my green screen. I also got same day. I forgot I ordered these things. I also got like these little foam. I forgot what they call it. Sound foam things that absorb sound so it'll sound echoey. I'm testing them out right now. So I'm not sure. Maybe you guys can tell me the difference between the last podcast and this podcast. I compare that and let me know how those two things how they sound, because I know with the other podcast, the past podcast that I was doing, I can hear the echoing and the tin canning sometimes. You guys never told me anything about that, but if you want, please tell me. Compare the last podcast to this podcast, and let me know how this one sounds. Because I am very interested, and I'm gonna just soundproof. So my wife is mad at me, guys, because I'm just turning our room into a studio, and she's going, where am I going? I says, you can stay right in the bed, sweetie. You can stay right in the bed, but I am going to continue on podcasting and build around you. But nonetheless, we're trying to look into creating a room, a space for what I'm doing, because these dreams are getting bigger and bigger. They're not dreams anymore. They become a reality, and I'm proud of that. Again, this is kudos to you guys, even allowing this, giving me. Oh, by the way, update. I was asking for 250 followers on the live podcast on Sunday, and I got the 250, but I wake up today, I'm at 259. I'm one away from 260. But that's an amazing goal right there. I set this goal about a year ago, so to get at least 250 followers. This was last year's summertime, and we haven't hit summer yet. It hasn't been a year, and I already got 259. So hopefully that continues going strong. And those who follow me, love my content, understand who I am. So I appreciate that. My goals this year, because Parrish he's been going crazy. Parrish is one of these guys that's very positive, and I'm glad he's a great follow. But he's been tweeting out some positive messages lately, and they've just been hitting me straight home. One of those messages he left, he put out in Twitter world is, man, you're never too old to create content. If you want to do it and you're inspired to do it and you're motivated to do it, go out and put it out there. Guys, I'm 42 years old. I'm not embarrassed to say that. And here I am putting together what I believe, what I think is good content. But you guys tell me every day. I don't know what you guys want to tell me, but I'm trying it. I'm on the ledge. I'm that kid at the pool when the little, what do you call it, diving board, and you get on a diving board and you test it out and you jump on it, you hop in a little bit, but you're afraid to jump in, but you want to jump in. That's me right now. That's the feelings that I have right now. So I'm glad that you guys are enjoying what I do. It allows me to keep doing it. That engagement keeps motivating me to keep making these things. I appreciate that. But my goals this year, guys, is to hit 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube. That's my goal. My goal is to hit 1,000 followers on Twitter. That's my goal, and to become a successful podcaster with content that you guys will enjoy going forward. And it's only going to get better, bigger, and grow from there. That was my goals. I want to speak that into the world and speak that into existence. And all you guys can make that happen. I appreciate you guys, each and every one of you guys listening and give me that feedback. We have Sunday coming up, and I can't wait for that. We have one more podcast Friday like this. Then we have that live show coming up Sunday. If you guys missed the last one, do not miss this one coming up. This next Sunday coming up. I mean, we got that all out the way with the reunion, but we go big, man. This panel that we got, man. It's like a Sunday. Go grab your bourbons or your beers, and we're about to kick back and have conversations like no other. So I hope to see you guys there. But for now, this is episode 8 of Sensei's podcast. This is called Sensei's Thoughts. Thank you guys for listening in, and as always, keep gaming.